what's up? We here. I just had to drink a little coffee first. Sheesh, that shit is hot as hell. Alright. Dang it, man. Let me get myself situated. All this goddamn hair in the way. You know? Anyway. Yeah. Enough of that. So, I found some cool videos last night. You know, while researching other things, you know. But yeah, making beats and shit, you know. Made this beat last night. I'm getting better with mixing, so yeah, mixtape coming soon. You dig? Now for real though. If I can get myself organized enough and situated enough, maybe I'll drop a little LP or something, you know what I mean? Or an EP or whatever. Yeah, EP, there you go. Whatever. Talking shit, swallowing spit. That'll be the title, right? Sugar Free already took street gospel, so you know what I'm saying? I can't go in on it like that. But yeah. Let's see, I got this video we're gonna watch too, but I also want to play some Battlefield, so you know, some more of it. Same old shit, different toilet. Hold up, let me get this other chat going real quick. Oh, actually, I think I already got it. Alright, I'm ready. We've been on for about 5 minutes already, so let's go ahead. Try to see if I can get a kill or two, you know what I'm saying? You dig. Bitch. TikTok, man. Y'all on some bullshit today, man. What's up? We can play this map in a minute.
We secured this sector. The plan is to advance sector by sector. Secure each, and we'll keep the hostiles on the run. The rush to retreat is cut off. Secure this sector, the site is ours.
I'm looking for somebody to kill real quick. Oh, there's... I didn't even get to shoot at him. I think I shot at him once. It's still the weekend, man. Weekend sweats. Alright, let's try it one more time.
Let's get going. Keep it up and we can take the final sector.
You are making this look easy.
Damn, I seen him. At least I got one guy though. I'm on the board, you know what I'm saying? And my squad is at the top, though. I should stick with them, huh? Hell yeah, let me get right so they don't kick me from the continue.
Hostile fighters inside it! Near me!
We on the board, baby. Wonder what's going down. Damn. Somebody saw me. Damn. Got his jewelry. Somebody got his jewelry. Hey. I'm a down base, man. Somebody come get me, man. Damn, they gonna let me die, bro. Ain't that some bullshit? We got some video about some shit I was watching yesterday. I didn't get to finish watching it though, so we're gonna watch it here today. And you know, whatever. But we ain't ready yet. We ain't there yet though. Got him. Got your ass, bitch. Is he in there? Oh shit. Oh shit, they laying down. Damn. Hate those guns. I never use them, but they be working against me very often. What up, Alex? Alexander? Alejandro? What it do? Is going down right here, bro. We rushed him. Let's go. Too easy. Let's get to the video real quick. Let's switch it like that real quick. All right, let's start it from the beginning. I think he got music in this video, so let me turn that shit down a little bit. And here we go.
12:09 a.m. Welcome.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna fast forward a little bit too, cause I already seen some of this shit. So let's get to this part.
Date. But here somebody has sent me a showcase. They've asked to remain anonymous, and they are a Patreon. I thank you for this, and I thank all my Patreons. Many times I've wanted to throw in the towel, and the idea that anybody supports me is enough reason to go on, along with many others. So we're gonna check out this share together, and I'm going to invite any of you to send me your research. Oftentimes people tell me I live in this city. If you'd like me to send you anything, please let me know. And the answer is always yes, but not just a bunch of chaos either. It would be easier for me to produce my own showcase and research the topic if that were the case. It's just me. At one point I had an assistant, but that actually created... You want to send me a showcase? After watching this, in the subject line, write showcase and send it to... And again, thank you, but without the use of wood and the labor surrounding it. And the buildings resemble the fireplaces. The same tech within and without. And when we go back in our earliest histories, as far as accepted histories, we see things like this. Brick and concrete, columns, and the whole thing as complex as any machine or technology. And we are taught this is all ornamental. Here we can see a cutout, and compared to how we build today, nothing could be more advanced than this old architecture. A lot of these pictures are a little grainy. I may reverse image search this one, but this is what was going on in our past from the beginning. And we still see the layout everywhere. Even in the middle of the deserts, we see lines. One of my favorite bits of this research. And here's a taste of what it must have all looked like. And also a taste of a people inheriting all of this. I don't think the builders of such complex cities are trotting around on horses and throwing their waste out the window into the streets. What we find is all of these cities had functioning plumbing and electricity, what seems to be free electricity. And all of this is tech implemented into this design. And here we see a depiction of something functioning.
If he says this is a rainmaker, that's crazy, because I used to say that the stacks in San Pedro was rainmakers when I was a kid.
As some sort of tech. And in this folder, it's been titled Weather Control. And I can see their point. I've wanted to make a video for years about weather control and how they used to do it, both in modern times and in the ancient world, as we can see here, if that is what we're seeing. It was discovered, we are told, during the Civil War, which is suspicious, that after a battle, they would notice that it would rain, after the air was filled with spent gunpowder. And there was a man who would perfect this technique. He was hired by the city of San Diego to help heal a large drought.
Weather modification.
He went up to the mountains and burned all these chemicals. This is the story. And he was never paid because so much damage was done. Well, anyway, I think this might be a story with part truths in it, because clearly they didn't discover this science so late. We see it here, depicted in the old world. And here it's titled Pharaoh's Alexandria. So is this Alexandria Egypt? I'd have to do a reverse image search. But actually what we find is Egypt looked more like this than they want us to believe today. And in fact, when they do explorations under the coastal waters, we have all these Greco-Roman buildings and architecture and infrastructure underwater. And a lot of destruction has taken place over there to fit their narrative. But even when we look at the ruins in Petra in Jordan, we see the same thing. The artwork or the style is always influenced by this same hand. And here this is titled The Great Lighthouse of Alexandria. And I made a video in India, if you'll remember. There was a massive Greco-Roman tower like this made of bricks. I believe it was Goa, India. Here we see a spiraling masterpiece. And we also see smoke coming out of it. Smoke and light. And here we see an old newspaper article from 1869. The Floating Lighthouse. And I could just digress and read this entire article. But for now, I just want to say that the lighthouse idea is pretty stupid. Yes, there was a light, but there is so much more to these structures. Antiquitech. We could do the same thing with obelisks and just massive columns. Even in America, we have giant Corinthian columns standing, and we're told they're water towers. And maybe water was one part of it. In fact, every structure seems to be incorporating all of the elements, having dozens of different uses. In our time, everything is just simplified. A building like this is just a church, just a place of worship. The only useful part being the pews, and perhaps the sermon, if it's good. You don't need all of this. You can't even see 2/3 of it from the ground. La face d'église, so the face of the church, and this appears to be in Milan. This is really interesting, actually. Face de l'église de Saint Ambrose, que on appelle, that we call, le Dôme de Milan. So we call it the Dome of Milan. And this is the part that's interesting. Ce vent being sold to perhaps this man, P. Mortier. Mortier is like death.
Wow, that's
and
crazy.
I can't tell what that says. Avec privilège. So here we go. Sold with privilege to this person that has the name of death. Kind of going back to the video I made of the bird's eye views of American cities and how they were really made as a scheme to sell real estates. And this seems like the same thing. Here we can see an old city inherited maybe by this family here, and just perfect. A star city. Just an abundance of canals and castles and everything. Just perfect. Nothing is missing here, except what they would begin demolishing once the new arrivals took over. And here's a fireplace, super tacked out. Here's the inside of one of these fireplaces. If they're still old and original, you'll get these two devices, always. And typically they actually sit in front of the fireplace, lending to its technological application. And here, tongue-in-cheek, we have the title Very Convincing Wood. Exactly. And they just try to make a show of it. Even here. I'll just throw some wood in there so nobody asks questions. Don't burn it, of course. Looks like there's never been a fire in here. And this, I believe, is somewhere in Egypt, in the middle of the desert. And there's quite a few of them. I showed it in a video once. And is this an old part of the grid? Or is it modern? Or kind of a hybrid? And I think we have a lot of hybridizing of the old world. We've essentially revitalized the parts that are profitable, unfortunately. Here we can see a little cutout of a machine, the Dell Artificoise machine. And it looks like some people are pumping water with it, using the very most basic application for this otherwise way over the top machine, which they show as a cutout buried in the ground in a time long ago. Here again, a look at the misunderstood old world. In modern times, these might be called amphitheaters. These center portions would become bandstands or places to play music in. and structures like this would become museums or just demolished completely. And even the artwork is absolutely amazing. And they're showing us the flow of the water coming on the sides here, as much as they could fit into this picture. But no doubt, showing us these rivers, and here, everything continues. Here is a folder called Evidence of Tampering. Here's some men doing some construction. You see a concrete structure of the old world, and then they're goofing around with this wood. Not even a nice job. They're covered in plaster, so they're probably about to begin facading over this. They're probably gonna inscribe this man's name on the building, their boss. And where are these guys from? And what about these people? Are these even people? I mean, the earliest depictions of these biblical characters having tech, almost seeming like giants and possessing some sort of angelic quality. And here we see a man that looks like Moses, but over here we see a man that looks like a Genghis Khan or a Tartar. And amazing buildings. And this must be the Ark of the Covenant, which is perfectly described as a piece of technology in the Bible. And this ark may actually be the key to who and how control has been maintained throughout the realm. Who understands these devices rules the realm, and everybody else is just fighting for scraps, similar to the fascies that they flaunt in our faces. It's just that when you start looking at machinery and circuit boards, that's what we're dealing with here. Here we see a little ziggurat Tower of Babel, a monster, and a giant cathedral towering over all these other buildings. Unbelievable. This is the old world. And I don't think we'll ever get back to this place. Such things, I think, require some capacities, perhaps blessed by God, that we no longer possess. But yet we do understand it, especially because we are utilizing this grander scale, realm-wide tech on small levels. And we all can see the components in the circuit board. And today, it's all in ruins, but fortunately we have artists and historians of the past that documented this, and now that we see it, we can continue to put the pieces back together. And I've done a poor job of this showcase, but I'm also very excited because I could make several videos with it. It's just what my brain needs to get the ideas flowing. Speaking of flowing and melting, you can see this castle here, which is a good place to end, because essentially this is what happened to this old, divine, in my opinion, realm. So I thank you for joining me this week from the ruins of the Ritz-Carlton. I love you all. God bless, and I'll see you soon.
Yep. They're fucking all shot up here. That's crazy. I was tired of my shit. I was up there chilling for too long. It's all good.
US forces have struck. Blah, blah, blah.
Мне уже не помочь!
Why are we so divided as a country? I don't know. Situationship. How to unlock
Bravo
best
1 is
home
no longer
backgrounds
secure.
How do you unlock that?
If you're an Xbox Series X and S user, then you're probably going to see a lot of your home screen. So why not make it feel a bit more like home? Here's how you can get a hold of space from current options, ribbons, and delicate ripples. It's all extremely soothing.
This area is lost. Retreat to the next sector and continue your defense.
Looking up information to how to make my life better. Maybe more easier, I guess. I think that's what everybody's looking for right now. Hold on, let me see. Matter of fact, let me. Nothing good. Hold on. Oh, we've been pushed back anyway, so it don't matter.
You have new objectives. Hold this ground and make the Americans pay.
Defend the marked objective.
Got it.
Grenade out.
Support to the Charlie 1.
Got me with that fucking grenade. Two shield guys behind him.
Cover me, I'm reloading.
Got him. God damn. What the
God
fuck?
damn it, gotta reload.
They're drawing on reinforcements. In progress.
Watch my back. Right on the map, right here.
They are hitting Charlie 1 hard.
I need a reload.
Did he try to just jump down?
Took one out. Cover me, I'm reloading.
Damn, somebody came up behind me, of course. As soon as I looked at the map, I was trying to find. Oh, there we go. This might be good.
It was a historical moment that happened right up the road in Dallas.
Okay,
In
okay.
your lifetime, man, and you know, you was out here and seeing that on the news, man. John F. Kennedy
The man.
getting shot and killed, man.
Huh.
And we was talking about that off camera
Those
before.
pillars.
And what was that experience like, man, when it went down and you seen that on the news, man, the president shot and killed?
You know, it was crazy because you thought it was a movie.
Yeah.
You thought it was a movie like you always watching white folks on movies. You thought it was just a movie.
Yeah.
I thought the mom said, y'all go in your room.
Yeah.
When mama said that, that's when we knew we weren't playing. That was live on cam. There wasn't no cut. There wasn't no editing back then.
It was.
Live camera mean live camera. Yeah, we couldn't go back and cut this and cut that and knock
Yeah.
this piece out.
Oh, I ain't know
Yeah,
it happened
yeah.
live on camera.
I mean, yeah, it was a parade. It was on. Everybody. That's why you can get a clear shot.
Yeah.
You know, downtown Dallas, everybody got Channel 11, Channel 8, Channel 4, the local news. Everybody filming.
Yeah.
And down here, they always, just like for the I'm gonna tell you another historical event. Same, send me on, but that was a bad. When you seen his head, when his head go back and come back like
Back
this,
into the left.
that's all you see. And that got two pay flies got. That one of the two
Holy
pay trying to
shit.
find
How
out
did
his
he get
brain.
behind me?
Man, knocked it out with a 30 or 6 somewhere. Goddamn, God. The world stopped. Traumatizing. Some kids need counseling. That was for real. That was for real, for real. Then, you know, let me tell you something about President Kennedy. He had won the hearts of the blacks. Shit. You can get shaking hand with black men, cool. Now, old Kumbaya right here, y'all. He gotta go. He gotta go. Kill him off. Kill him off. Now, what black person didn't love John F. Kennedy? He was like the Elvis Presley of presidents. You understand me? He was the Elvis Presley of president, hairstyle, cool, fucker. When nobody called to him, then Obama. Next thing that was good as a good president was damn, man, what's up, man? You make me feel old. Damn, I've been there. I've been alone that guy.
Oh, he's still up there. Crazy.
Man, I go right back, damn, to Nixon, Kennedy, Reagan, Bush, Clinton. Damn, I done ran through some presidents, another Bush, and a Bush Senior. Damn, then Obama. Then the trap boy, Trump. You heard me? I done been through some presidents, man.
Not Biden.
He can't tie his own shoes, so how you gonna lead mine?
Right.
Get that. I got that off Sauce.
Yeah.
Sauce gave me a piece of game. Biden can't tie his own shoes out of.
To the drip god.
Huh? Yeah, drip for real. That's
you know, it's crazy you said that because I said the other day, bro. Like I was in the crib shop. Like they got us. They supposed to be a president of strength, but they got a nigga that can't even ride a bike. This nigga on camera falling off his bike and shit. Like how he our leader?
And then you got.
I'm not saying that you know whatever. I'm not saying I'm qualified.
Right.
I have my gripes and my issues with it, but hey. My nigga, we got to change up the structure of this presidency, bro. Because if it's niggas that's supposed to be the president, they can't even ride a bike. What we doing, bro?
I mean,
that ain't even just getting on the beliefs and all the other nonsense, because that's a whole nother discussion.
You know, the world always need a mannequin. They always gonna need a mannequin, you know, something they can stick their hand up in his ass and tell them what to do. You understand me? One of them old ventriloquists. You understand me? That's all them niggas is. The president ain't number ventriloquists, you know what I'm saying? Found out when Obama was in office and he couldn't do what he wanted to do. You understand me? He protested every time he got ready to do it. You know what I'm gonna do? But he got down. I shot to Obama, man. I mean, that's the first, you know, but he found out, you know what, that was the last call you was gonna make him presidency. And he did what he said he was gonna do. He got everybody that one piece of check. As soon as he got it out, first, damn everybody. I looked in the mirror and I had one of them motherfuckers. See, what is this? You know, I'm not gonna lie, y'all came this from turned up because I thought one more public house sweepstake ass shit. You know what I'm saying? I said, oh no, one more bitch ass game and shithole ass shit. And let me tell you something. I looked at that motherfucker. I went to look at the news. I'm just looking at the news. I was a news freak. News the best thing going back then and learning. I'm looking at news and I started seeing, you know, the president had just sent out the checks. Said the check thing was rolling. On the you see all the checks going on the machine. And I look. So wait a minute, hold on. One of them motherfuckers right here. Hold on. What the fuck?
That shit look like mine.
Oh, nigga, this one of these? She can't be real. My book said $900. $9.98, man. Now, goddamn it. I had one of them motherfuckers. That's the last call he would make.
Holy shit, how did I not kill him?
Everything else, right, he tried to get it done, and he had to fight to get something done. Every time,
it says I can heal myself. No. That's weird.
Yo, what you mean, no? He the president. Yeah, you right. All he do is do what we tell him to do. Who's we? Right. Don't worry about that. The system. Shit, we hired him. Let's go.
And so, like, you know, too, also, when that JFK situation happened, man, how long did it take for that to come back to like feel like it was normal again outside? Cause you say your mama said.
Oh, that wasn't nothing because I'm gonna show you what the baddest motherfucker was. For everybody to be at school, everybody, parents, everybody. Cause one thing back when I was coming up, God damn it. I just happen to have on his head. I don't mean no trouble, Houston. Yeah. But we had a little thing that came out a while ago called Houston. We have a problem. You understand me? And I just happen to have my head on. You understand me? But Houston, y'all, I'll tell y'all again. On this statement, y'all got a problem, Houston. Understand me? What had happened was the whole goddamn world was watching one day. And right in Houston, Texas. Houston. Astros. You know, Rockets. New bowl. You hear me? Shit like that. One of the most tragic things that ever happened in the world. The whole I was sitting in school Indian style. With everybody else. 5th grade, 1979. Damn, person. I'm for saying years and shit. I'm fucking myself up. That was long, got 1970. Anyway, classroom. I got a good memory. 5th grade. Y'all had a thing called NASA. Houston, we have a problem. Shit. I'm sitting in class and y'all traumatized me real bad, Houston. Fucked me up for life. I had to realize, looking at what Houston did to the world that day, I'm glad that, no, I ain't gonna say that. I'm gonna say this as a joke. I'm not gonna even say it because it ain't a joke. But anyway, I was sitting in the classroom and I sit there, they had a thing called, Space Shuttle, NASA. You understand me? And I was a kid, man. I remember they said we're gonna watch the rocket blow off. I said, yes. We get to finally get to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Shit. Some shit we hear at school all the time, but never see in person. Just like when White kept big old theater, the live TVs in your screw. That's when they roll your little TV in your screw in the room and plug it up. You know, this is room 10 TV right here. Take it down there and plug it in. They plugged it in. Everybody was sitting on the little mat and everybody was looking. And the time finally came. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the rocket hit. And everybody like, yes. It's blasting out there, going up. Yeah. 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 Motherfucker broke into 3 pieces.
Oh, this
me,
Challenger.
motherfucker, all you see with black smoke going up in the goddamn man. I'm looking at this. Close your eyes, students, turn your heads. Everybody, what the fuck? I'm looking like a motherfucker. This bitch going. I mean, it must have took off. Oh, no. There wasn't no takeoff. It didn't go no extra faster. That motherfucker broke in 4 or 5 pieces, shot that way, shot this way. Wait a minute. I know they didn't traumatize the world like this. Houston, we have a problem. I was fucked up. You know what fucked me up? Was they showed us the lives of the people that was on that thing afterwards.
They still alive, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Bro, that shit, you know, astronaut such and such, astronaut such and such. God damn. And then they start talking about how good people.
How good people.
I just see a motherfucker busting 15, 20, 3 get big pieces. That's kind of like worse than Kennedy getting killed. That's 3 or 4 people at one time. You dig what I'm saying? Kennedy was one person. That was history. That was major history. We got to see that one up in person, right in our face.
In class.
Then you want to go fly somewhere. I bet not get on no goddamn airplane. Hello.
Right.
Urban politician, man. Let's go.
That's funny. Mind control. All right, let's try to get some kills, bro. They blowing shit up.
Alpha to objective lost. Initiating attack on objective Alpha 1.
Alpha 2 under American control.
knew it was coming. I had to get up out of there too. That's crazy. Anatoly, my friend. I'm up, my squad, you know what I'm saying, man? Got him. You dig? I don't know who was shooting in there, but that shit was going crazy for a second.
Need a ranger deployed at my marker.
Motherfucker.
Tango mark! West! Away we go!
God damn. Holy shit, I'm on the top. I don't want to be on the top. Jeez. Slid both them motherfuckers real quick.
Grenade outgoing!
God damn, what do you do? Throw a bunch of grenades in there? Then jump out the room? Whatever it was a good tactic. Sound. Sheesh. It's crazy, bro. TikTok, hey. Damn, they all in here now. Uh-oh. Bradley, got some people talking about flat Earth. Let's check it
Bradley and
out.
Zerko would be a million times smarter if we grew up in Da Vinci's time. Oh, but we have YouTube and stuff. We would literally be geniuses if we didn't grow up with this kind of science.
Vaccine.
I'm trying so hard not to nerd this podcast, but all that, if the news is fake, imagine the history, especially timeline of history. It's
Right.
all warped because when you
Exactly.
see it as
It's not
you believe in
chronologically
dinosaurs,
sound.
which came as late as the 1700s, and every bone in a museum is 99% of them are replicas made out of rat bones and resin. The real ones are in the Smithsonian Museum. Bradley and Zerko would be a million times smarter if we grew up in Da Vinci's time. Oh, but we have YouTube and stuff. We would literally be geniuses if we didn't grow up with this kind of science. I'm trying so hard not to nerd this podcast, but
We'll need to recapture.
all that, if the news is fake, imagine the history, especially timeline of history. It's all warped. Because when you
Right.
see it as you believe in dinosaurs, which Bradley and Zerko
Yeah,
would be
on
a
his head.
million
That's funny.
times smarter if we grew up in Da Vinci's time. Oh, but we have YouTube and stuff. We would literally Bradley and Zerko
we
would
have
be a
YouTube
million
and
times. Bradley and Zerko would be a million times smarter if we grew up in Da Vinci's time. Oh, but we have YouTube and stuff. We would literally be geniuses if we didn't grow up with this kind of science. I'm trying so hard not to nerd this podcast, but
Right.
all that, if the news is fake, imagine the history, especially timeline of history. It's
Hold
all
on.
warped because when you see it as you believe in
going in.
dinosaurs, which Bradley and Zerko would
Going
be
in
a
on
million
dinosaurs.
times,
He's like,
million times
what
smarter.
dinosaurs
if we grew up
have
in
to
Da
do with
Vinci's time.
anything?
Oh, but we have YouTube and stuff. We would literally be geniuses if we didn't
I
grow up
know
with Bradley and Zerko would be a million times smarter if we grew up in Da Vinci's time. Oh, but we have YouTube and stuff. We would literally be geniuses if we didn't grow up with this kind of science. I'm trying so hard not to nerd this podcast, but all that, if the news is fake, imagine the history, especially timeline of history. It's all warped because when you see it as you believe in dinosaurs, which came as late as the 1700s, and every bone in a museum is 99% of them are replica.
Nobody talks about this stuff, but he's spot on. He right. But people will say you crazy if you believe in this shit.
Bradley and Zerko would be a million times smarter if we grew up in Da Vinci's time. Oh, but we have YouTube and stuff. We would literally be geniuses if we didn't grow up with this kind of science. I'm trying so hard not to nerd this podcast, but all that, if the news is fake, imagine the history, especially timeline of history. It's all warped
Right.
because when you see it as you believe in dinosaurs, which came as late as the 1700s, and every
Dinosaurs.
bone in a museum is 99% of them are replicas
Right.
made out of rat bones and resin. The real ones are in the Smithsonian Museum. You believe in dinosaurs because it's an attack on the cross. You believe in aliens because it's an attack on the cross.
Exactly.
You believe in
You don't think
the
aliens?
Big Bang
You don't think
Theory.
aliens are real?
All
No.
fake news.
Really?
Look at Operation
love
Fishbowl
aliens,
Dominic.
don't they?
Dominic in Latin means of the Lord, fishbowl of the Lord. They shot rockets to try and crack the firmament. That's why when you go scroll out with Google Earth, which all the photos were taken by Google plane, not a satellite. Satellites are not real. When you Google
Right.
satellites, it's all CGI photos of satellites, unless you look at the
You say
IS.
satellites
perfect.
are not real?
Do
No,
you
they're
have
not.
like a thing we could
Are
pull
you
up?
saying satellites are not real?
Absolutely
Of course
fake.
not.
Satellites.
Yes. Why?
I
Why
don't
do you-
know.
Wait.
He said
Why do you
why?
believe in satellites? Because this is exactly where I can start to turn you. This is at this.
Dude, why would satellites just be fake?
Okay.
It's fake.
I love
space
this.
is fake.
I love
What
this.
happens? You have your phone on you? It'll
yeah,
take
right here.
5 seconds. Go on Google, search up satellites, and scroll. And zoom in on his face. Look at Bradley's face when he sees satellites. Tell me how many of those photos are computer generated fakes. Be honest.
All of them.
I'm gonna Google satellites. Okay.
And just
Every
scroll,
single
and then
one of
we'll
them.
show it on
Okay,
the
I'm
YouTube.
going to images on Google. Yeah. And
Anywhere,
I'm looking
really.
at these satellites.
Are they fake photos that you're looking at? Be honest. Most of them are fake.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah. I mean,
They're all
99% or
CGI.
80%? What is it?
I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I've never been in space.
People
to
don't
look at
know
a
what
satellite.
composite
I'm being
imagery
honest.
looks like.
I don't have a reference point. Yeah, I guess maybe they'd be fake.
Now, if you look at the ones that are real, it's the ISS. You know, the International Space Station,
SS.
right?
Yeah.
But they've been caught with harnesses, wires, green screen, chroma keys, blue screens. They've
There
been
you
caught
go.
faking space. It's all on EricDubay.com's documentary. I don't get paid for this. I just promote it because it's real. But now look at this.
Right?
If all the photos you saw are computer generated, And the real ones, they're getting caught with harnesses, like literally, and they're accidentally dropping pennies while they're in zero G, which they're doing it with a parabolic fucking plane. It's very easy to do.
Right.
By the way, space, by definition, means no atmosphere, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
How can you have a pressurized system like Earth in the vacuum of space? It's a logical fallacy. And you're going to say gravity?
Right.
Gravity is not, it's just a theory. It's a math model. And check this out, which has been debunked.
Exactly.
Why things rise and fall is because of density. The
Buoyancy
phone is denser than the medium that surrounds it, which is air. If it was lighter, it would float. It would be more buoyant. Are you telling me a helium balloon is the only element that defies gravity? A fucking balloon? A little Pikachu balloon is beating gravity that's holding fucking big ass Bradley and skyscrapers to the fucking ground. A helium balloon's beating it? No, it's more buoyant. It's less dense than the medium surrounding it. That's how they explained it before gravity. When we're talking about satellites, every time you scroll with Google Earth, you know Google Earth? When you scroll out, all the photos are taken by the Google plane. Google that.
You said that.
Yeah.
This, yeah.
Just in case they didn't Google it. But when you scroll out and leave low Earth orbit, it turns to computer generated again. It doesn't stay photos. Do you get what I'm saying? So when the Earth starts to become a ball, which you said to Sneeko, I think you said you saw curvature at where?
Yeah.
Where?
I was trolling
This
him.
blew me away. Empire State Building?
Empire State Building.
Okay.
Of course
I
you
was
were trolling. You can't see
Airplane
that shit.
pilots, which most of them are flat earthers, especially if they've seen it, but they can't admit it, because if, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a flat earther, everyone would start freaking out. He'd lose his job. He'd get arrested. If you say you're a flat earther, you lose everything. All my dating stuff, I think 40% of my market. I could have been way richer. They won't buy my programs because he's a flat earther, and I'm like, I'm with God. I'm not going to take that back to make more money and look more credible. Or they say this guy is well thought out and thinks of everything before he platforms it, but not the flat earth stuff. I don't believe that. Dude, Google Earth, when you look at what curvature calculations, 8 inches per mile square.
Yeah, 8 inches per mile square.
Curvature at airplanes are at 30,000 feet, at 60,000 feet, double it. Weather balloons double the height at 120,000 feet, and it always measures what Einstein called Earth an observable, motionless plane. That's why, I'm not CIA, that's why the word horizon comes from the word horizontal. That's why they're called tectonic plates and not tectonic balls.
Honestly,
that's why it's sea level and not sea curve.
I'll be honest with you. I wish that I had someone else on this podcast who could debate this properly with you, because I don't know enough about this whole flat earth versus round earth thing. I just find this shit fucking hilarious.
That's the problem too. Everybody just thinks nothing much of it, I guess. But that's cool too. Damn, he tried to avoid getting hit, but then crashed and got hit at the same time. Way to scuff it, pilot. It's all good though. Today is gonna be like a quick stream though, cause I ain't really prepare. Really didn't have no plan to get on even at all today, so. I haven't really looked at no 2K news other than I heard it's crossplay. But yeah, we're gonna eventually be playing some 2K on this here stream, possibly. But in the meantime, shit, I'm looking for something to watch real quick to keep my attention, but otherwise, I don't know.
Vibes of 50% strength.
Let's see. He back on his Vibes of Cosmos shit, so we'll probably watch some video about the moon right now, but I'm still looking. I'm only 5 hours deep, and I got about 1,000 channels that I subscribe to.
We are initiating an attack on Bravo 1.
That's crazy, man. The motherfucking Britney Spears tried to take out Victor Wembanyama, or however you say his name, and he ain't even play yet. That's crazy. White women trying to take him down already. Sheesh. All right, let's check this out.
Oh, an impossible day on the globe. The 8th, was it? The 8th of July, 99% global. Why do you say global? It's not a curve, it's not a ball. But 60 to 70% of the globe wrapped in sunlight. 99% of global population in daylight and twilight. Oh, on the Weather Channel. Super awesome, amazing stuff every year. Oh, look at this. The Mercator map. Now, of course, this is not the size of the continents. You should check Vibes of Cosmos and other stuff I post on the channel, but do you understand why this is happening? So, do you like this? So, I mean, it's not, this is the map you know every day, but yeah, Europe is in central. No, if you go to China, China is in the central part of the world, so it would be different. Hey, so, oh, look at this. The very hated Gleason map.
Got his ass, though.
The Cosmos stuff as well, which makes you understand. Now I understand why 60 to 70% of the world population can see daylight and twilight. So this, if you put it like this, it makes perfect sense, and only Australia is in night, and the ocean, and the rest is just the daylight and twilight, 99%. But don't say globe, say a level. I mean, I know you don't like the word FLAT, but heck.
Level
so
playing.
Do you understand? 99%, 99%. Look at this, everything you see here, ocean. Can you go in a straight line across the ocean? No, you can't. And then you have the sun very close, law of perspective, the distance. I know, right? Oh, look at this. And of course, don't take this. You need to understand the analemma movement of the sun. Analemma, the infinite symbol. So it's not a perfect circle, but for basic understanding purposes, it makes sense. Do you understand now how you can have 90% of the population of the world, 99% daylight and twilight? Oh, look at when the sun is on the ocean, then you have 50% of the population because there's more ocean.
Holy shit, I didn't want to get out.
And remember, Analemma, Vibes of Cosmos, a bit of God Geblamste, a bit of other stuff as well. And you get to the point. Today is July 8th. I don't know if it's July 8th or 7th, who cares? The sun is seen all over the world. I like the world, not the globe. Globe or the impossible. I also like the stuff with the holographics, because holographics have to do a lot because, electromagnetism, ether, and dome stuff, refraction of light. Everyone in that daylight sees a sun or moon at exactly the same time at every different height and position. Oh, we have like 40,000 kilometers. 40,000 kilometers. What is allowed? Partially. Let's enjoy this. Oh, look at this. So beautiful. Do you understand? I mean, if we had more human population on the ocean, on the level water. Take care. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
That was quick.
Objective Bravo 2. American troops have secured their objective.
Marking danger! 170 meters away!
The enemy is attacking Bravo 2.
Watch out at the marker! Found one of their vehicles, 110 meters. Marking danger. Disregard that order. Danger located.
Bravo 1 assault initiated by our troops.
We're down one! Get hiking, go!
The support drop is ready to go.
Marking a hostile, 250 meters. Requesting transport drop on my marker.
Copy. Vehicle assigned and inbound.
Vehicle for acquisition.
Hostiles have secured Bravo 1.
Where the fuck did he go?
One of our objectives is under attack.
Found some traps.
Objective Bravo 1 is under our control.
Spotted a hostile. 90 meters away from my position.
Мне помогать, здесь опасно.
All objectives secured. The sector is now under our control.
Support drop available.
Hostile on the map. 200 meters. Tango on my mark. 130 meters.
The Americans are mounting their final defense. Take the objective. Our troops are moving on Charlie 2.
Marking threat. Around 90 meters from my position. Marking danger. Regroup on my far marker.
Yeah, we can go attack this shit now.
Of Cosmos, and of course the links are below the video in case you want to visit his channel and his shop to buy his stuff. Look at this, the face of the moon. What is the moon? I remember the interview with the super scientist on national television before the Apollo missions in 1969. Nobody cares because it was the 60s. And exactly that same stuff that the scientists had in the 1960s. We always see the same face of the moon. Why? That happens because the moon is a cosmic plasma phenomenon. And when I say cosmic, don't imagine the space with balls and all that stuff. No, cosmic doesn't mean that. Plasma phenomenon. The moon is not land, by the gods of creation. It's not something physical we can touch. The moon is not land, but a focused electromagnetic, the ether, Nikola Tesla, electromagnetism, the old buildings, all of them with like the stuff on their ceilings and tops with like electromagnetism, because we are in an enclosed system. And even we are electromagnetic beings because our brain cells function with electromagnetism, electric impulses. So the moon is not land, but a focused electromagnetic energy, light with its own phases. Imagine. I say, where does that light come from?
Where does it come from?
It takes place in a semi-ethereal toroid field. What? Toroid field. You remember the toroid? Electromagnetism? And then electromagnetic stuff is what we call the divine spark. That's too much for humanity.
Right.
People say, they laugh at it saying, oh, Vibes of Cosmos. When you read one text, you can develop a whole book. But the thing is, you have to spend your time researching. So let's see. It takes place in a semi-ethereal toroid field with electromagnetism above because of the electromagnetic energy that comes from below. So an energy which is electromagnetic comes from below. It hits something above, just like Project Dominic with their bombs, and they cannot penetrate it. What NASA calls the Van Allen belts, which are not Van Allen, but they're electromagnetic stuff in this enclosed system. I wonder who put us here and who created us. That's too much for you. And yeah, the level plane, our level plane, not ours, but we live on a level plane. On the face of the moon, we can see the material field that is below. That's why we call it the mirror moon. It shows you what is below, where we live, and more. The world that we live in, mirrored, working like a level Earth's selfie. You know how girls, they like to, you know, there's girls on Instagram, they're so super hot with like those legs and butt and the breasts and everything, or even guys, you know, and you take a selfie. Well, imagine of the moon of this as the selfie of the Earth, but not just the Gleason map, but also what we're gonna see afterwards, what Vibes of Cosmos has shown as the places, what they're called the stations of Antarctic expedition, or the space missions, when NASA said the universe is water because it's oceans and more lands. Awesome stuff. Let's leave it here because I don't want to make you feel bored. And when people say, oh, how can you say that the moon is just a reflection? Well, you know, the word mirror, go to your toilet, bathroom, or whatever you have a mirror, and try to mirror something. It's the other way around. That's why you have to, you know, change the perspective and change it upside down so you can see. And that's why this is the stuff. People don't understand that we live in an enclosed electromagnetic system, and we are electromagnetic beings. We are just like robots and androids. And this whole thing about your soul and the divinity and stuff, everything is to do with electromagnetism. We need oxygen to live, because just like a machine needs oil or gas or whatever, but we need electromagnetic energy, which is like that. That's why, speaking about eternal life, energy doesn't get created or destroyed, it just transforms. That's what eternal life is. Your electromagnetic energy, and you return back to the electromagnetic enclosed system. And then if that electromagnetic energy becomes a new body, it's a totally new different body. It's not you anymore. Unless you could do the same as in the TV series The
Westworld?
The 100, to
the 100.
Store your electromagnetic energy in a machine, and then you copy and paste it in a new body, and then it's you, but in a different body. Or if you could just change your DNA and live forever, which is also an option, but not for you and me, because we're just common mortals. I know, right? Too much for you, isn't it? Just from like one typical photo of the moon. Also, you see like the white and the blue, or the white and the black, depends on how you look at it. It makes sense, right? When you switch the colors and you see, hey, all the white is actually water, and all the black stuff is actually the continents. And then the craters you see are the depths of the oceans. We're gonna go into more detail. And then you say, no, how dare you? Well, you need to buy the stuff. I mean, I gave Vibes of Cosmos a chance. I just bought his stuff, read it, and then my electromagnetic field inside of my poor brain cells, they went like super beyond the toroidal field, connecting themselves with the enclosed system. And then I was looking at the moon and saying to myself, that's why when I was a kid, as a Mr. Ignorant Nobody, because each one of us was an ignorant kid, I was looking at the sky where I was playing with my toys and stuff. I was like, hey, why do I always see the moon exactly the same way every single night, every single day of the year? Nothing changes. It's like a picture, like a selfie. But in those days we didn't have smartphones to take a selfie. Well, we have cameras, like a selfie. And we speak about, the dark side of the moon, but you can't see it. But why can't you see it? Because there is no dark side of the moon as a physical ball. it's a mirror selfie of what is this level plane. And but that's why, it's not forever, because that's why it's so close. Of course, there's more lands and more continents. The moon just shows you probably what that electromagnetic device is capable of showing. Now, the big question, and that's why people, even like these whole like bunch of like groups you have on YouTube and Facebook and other websites, people, they don't like to go beyond, like truly beyond. They like to stick to this whole like traditional flat earth stuff, Christianity. Nobody really wants to go beyond, because it's too much for humanity. I mean, maybe it's me and maybe a couple of you who are like daring enough to actually accept the reality of the real world as it is and just say, okay, now I know. Now let's see, what can I do in what's left of my life, my useful years, and just try to enjoy, maybe go out, try to flirt with a nice girl, or like if you're a lady, like with a nice boy, like a guy, or try to eat something, or like, I don't know, go to the gym, play a video game, because life is short and you die. So that's why once you get to the full understanding of everything, you don't care anymore about people in the world and everything else. Just, I mean, you do care, but not like in the same way. It's just, you finally achieve that, some people call it like enlightenment. And yeah, you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free. Indeed, you don't care anymore once you know all this stuff, and then you connect it with the old buildings from that empire that was before us, and then you connect it with what's written in the biblical texts. You connect it with what you see in TV series like Divergent, movies like Divergent, and TV series and like The 100 and Westworld and other like movies and stuff. And everything makes sense, and you realize that, gosh, it was in front of me the whole time and I didn't understand it. Fascinating, isn't it? Lots of, I mean, I don't know, this guy has totally blown me away. The links are below the video in case you want them, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.
Yeah, for sure. On that note, I'm gonna holler at y'all motherfuckers later too. I got some other shit I gotta get into, but yeah, peace, motherfucker.